I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Well, Harley Quinn fans, we're back with more Harley Quinn as DC brought it back to us. And we meet the Quinzels.
Yes.
Yeah, we do. The family.
Gosh,
now,
that was heavy.
Do you feel like that family's dysfunctional?
Yes.
Now, do you feel like your family's dysfunctional?
Still, yes.
In comparison to that family? Wow.
Probably.
Who hurt you? Of course, we're talking DC's Harley Quinn, Season 1, Episode 10. Untitled. Let's find out this title for the show. It's Untitled. If that's done on purpose, that's brilliant.
Yeah, because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, because I had no idea. At least usually when they give us a title, we're like, oh, the title is
a little hint.
this.
Yeah.
And it kind of, at least it's a hint or a dig or a zing, like a lot of the lines, but it's not. But we are going to be talking all DC's Harley Quinn because Harley Quinn herself is in the building, and that is, to my left, our panelist, Chauncey K. Robinson.
Hey.
The 15th.
The 4th last time.
Well, you've moved up.
Being demoted, actually.
Yeah, why did we press down on the elevator?
Wow.
That's how it works. And of course, I am Tehran. I will be paneling and hosting and talking all these things. We're going to break down this episode as thus. Harley goes home. Harley goes home. With nowhere to go, Harley finds her way back to her parents. So we get to meet all the Quinzels' mom. We get to meet the daddy issues. We get to see Ivy being locked up. Of course, we get to see Joshua makes a special guest return. We do have a special segment, How Harley Are You? And that is, How Harley Are You? What part of this show reminisce with who you are as a person? And some quick predictions, even though this show is as unpredictable because we know nothing that's going to happen. Never knew we were going to meet the Quinzels.
No,
all
not
of
at
them,
all.
by the way.
Especially,
Harley,
like, it's so random.
Sharon, Barry,
yeah.
Barry, and of course Nick. You know, Barry was just like a jar. We need to know what happened to Barry.
R.I.P. Barry probably got
why
into
show
He
Barry?
looked like he was like, maybe got into some trouble.
Yeah, Barry.
I love the montage of showing the whole history of them within 30 seconds.
Sure.
It was so well done.
Yeah, it was. And I liked a lot of the flashbacks, of course. What were your overall thoughts on the episode as an entirety?
I really loved this episode, actually. I thought it was heavy. It also gave you a lot more depth into why Harley is the way she is in terms of the decisions she makes, and she's well aware of it too, clearly. But yeah, I really loved this episode.
Daddy needs you to throw this. I need you to throw it. I owe money to these people and I need it done. And we get to find out that Harley's Jewish, so that's interesting.
Yes.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah. And her mom hates Irish people.
That's actually a nod to what's going on in New York. It's a New York nod, so that's why, because they're in New York.
Yeah, it's such a
So,
Irish are rats.
Exactly. So they're close.
But I feel like that's 1950s New York.
Sure.
Type thing.
Well, that's the whole
they're
thing.
Stuck
It's
in
still,
it.
and it's still
I
there,
get
but it's definitely the concept. They're stuck in this mode of how they are, as clearly Nick is this degenerate, whatever is going on with Nick. And we get to see, I thought it was great because we get to see more into Harley's mindset and her psychosis, who she is, where it comes from, how she became who she became. And I love I always just wanted you to marry a doctor. Mom, I am a doctor.
Right? Exactly.
I just wanted you to marry a doctor.
But the whole thing of the tallest Jewish boy she's ever seen, trying to constantly have Harley get hooked up with someone. It was very those the kind of stereotypical Jewish mothers you see on television and stuff,
the
which I
neurotic
appreciated.
Jewish mom. It was great. Trust me. We all have one. Well, I kind of do. Right? So the concept is watching this family come together. We see Harley goes home, and of course her reason is she has nowhere else to go. Almost, she has to find herself.
Yeah, and her sane version, it was very funny. Her sane version was who's the person who loves you? And it was okay, your sane person was wrong, clearly. So, but then again, it was one of those things where maybe this needed to be revealed.
Well, I think actually the same person wanted to show Harley that the people who love your real family are these people. It's not the people that you're bound to by blood. It's not Joker. It's this group of ragtag misfits who are your real family, and Ivy's your real sister and mom and everything that you want. These people loved you unconditionally and you let them down. So we get Harley going home, and her family lives in a very normal Brownstone.
Yeah.
And she goes in. Mom's there. Mom's Harley.
Yeah. And then the whole keeping her number 2 trophy, and then we find out why and why that was the worst. You know, it's kind of funny. I almost forgot. I mean, I don't know. I guess it is probably in her comics, like why she was into, like, that she was like into gymnastics when she was younger.
I mean, we have to remember that Harley was invented specifically for the animated series, and then carried over into the comic lore. Yeah. So everything that's happened for Harley is basically any lore that as it goes,
as they add to it, which I appreciated. So it was kind of it was interesting that they added that to it, and that she could have been like this great gymnast, but that ended up getting thrown. She becomes a doctor, then Joker throws that. So you kind of have these men in her life that are throwing wrenches into her life, and she kind of just goes with it. Yeah. Which it all started from her father. Her
father, because here we have Nick, the dad, who's a degenerate who owes money to the MOB.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what that spells, Mom. You know?
I love the reflection of like how they showed the mob and them talking about let's not do stereotypes and like we add interest. We're supplying loans to the to clients that are overlooked by the banking system. I was like, well, that's
and they
very
don't curse
true.
at women. We don't have to be mean.
Yeah, we don't have to be mean when we kill her.
And it was a Sopranos crew. It was like a bit of a Sopranos crew when they walked up. So we get the mob, and that mob who her dad is clearly involved with, and then we get to find out that the dad actually set up the mob too. It was setting up Harley and the mob.
I will say that did throw me off. I felt like there was something weird going on when he went to the mob, because they were like, what are you talking about? But it was so quick, you kind of forgot about it, and then all of a sudden she gets a bullet to the gut. And when he came out and it was him, I was like, wow. You know, like, so for it to go to that extreme, and I thought when
she takes out the mob for him.
Yeah.
You know, but it shouldn't have been a surprise. We did get that flashback to the gymnastics.
But to completely want to kill her, though.
Yeah, it was like, throw it. And she threw herself down. She did a perfect, and then...
It's one of those things like, I mean, I know there's no honor amongst thieves or anything like that.
How do you bet against your own daughter?
Yeah, of course. But it was one of those things where for him to be as extreme as to kill her, though, I didn't think it would go that far.
Well, there was $1 million bounty.
And for the mother to do it
the mother to be on board.
Yeah, I thought when she grabbed the knife,
it was going to be like, don't.
Yeah.
And she was definitely on board, and they even try to throw out, people spit at us at the grocery store because no, it's because of Dad. It has nothing to do with Harley.
And it's like, oh, you beat up a few Irishmen that everyone forgets about it. Like, wow. Like, we're just going to keep on with the discrimination.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works on it. So we get the concept of Nick basically going after Harley for $1 million and then expecting Harley to understand.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things too, where once again we're seeing the distinction between Harley and other villains. Like just like we saw like with Queen of Fables, like there's a difference. And just like we saw with her and her father, she said, I'm not like you. So we're definitely seeing once again that Harley is a different she's a good person still.
She's a good, bad villain.
Yes.
She's a bad villain with a good soul.
Do you have to put bad in front of villain though? I mean,
sure. No. I think that she's a good, villain.
Yes.
So, what are villains? Good people?
They can be, because I mean, look at Ivy, like one of the things, who was also captured.
Who just wants to protect the environment, and like, I don't know why that's a terrorist act.
Yeah. Okay. So she blows up a few buildings. She's not trying to kill people. She's trying to kill corporations. You know, capitalism.
She's trying to kill people she kills people who hurt the environment.
Yes, capitalists.
Yes.
Which, I mean...
You mean what? Like, I'm waiting to see where this is going. You mean what? What exactly?
Keep giving me the rope.
Yes, I want to see where this goes. So we do see Ivy gets locked up.
Yeah.
And Ivy's locked up, and sheesh.
Yeah, you know, I thought it was so funny. Him being a teacher though, but like that was real world
Goons,
right there.
I'm on Goons, like an app where you like.
But he had to do it because he needed to buy school supplies.
Yeah, he was doing it for school supplies.
That's real talk right now, though, for school.
Once again, relevant. Yeah,
right?
It's just like I have to do this job so I can buy school supplies. I teach kids, and then the little kid said a grown-up joke.
Yeah, and it was like
potatoes. Idaho. Wait, I messed that up. Okay, wait.
No, he's like, I messed that up. I was supposed to call her a whore first. It's like, what? Like, okay.
Said a grown-up joke. Yeah, the teacher, of course, as one of the henchmen,
yes.
you know, coming out, and then they gassed they basically gassed Ivy.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is possible because Ivy's supposed to be immune to all poisons and toxins.
Which makes you wonder what exactly.
What did they use?
Yeah, what did they use?
Knock her out. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the whole concept is not only does she have this, well, they're giving her an extension of powers in the show, but she's got this uncanny ability with plants, and then
that's her thing, like
That's
not
her
to be
thing.
affected by poison.
Exactly, but that's something that does play out is she shouldn't be affected by poison. So I thought that was interesting. And then, of course, we thought that Nick had put the bounty out on Harley for some reason.
No, it was that we didn't know who put the bounty out, but Nick had taken
it up. $1 million. Yeah,
and I didn't know.
Like,
I thought it was Joker.
I thought it was Joker too, but it turns out it was Joshua because she ruined his bar mitzvah.
I love the throwback though because you kind of forget about it,
and he's
then
so
you realize
bratty.
it's Penguin's like
nephew,
and it's
who's
like
sitting in the chair just like, what, the corporate card? What and dolphins expel.
Exactly. No, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Bane with the suspiciously named dolphin. This is like, it sounds like a porno.
Yeah,
Weird
exactly.
porno.
That's what it was. Like all this candy, all this stuff, and then you're not supposed to pay for assassinations with the card.
You paid in
pay
cash. That's rule number one. Everyone knows that.
Teaching the kid, of course. I like Joshua. I think Joshua's going to play a big part.
Later on.
I think Joshua's going to play a big part. I think
he might grow up to like some type of villain.
Well, not even that. I'm talking about like somehow all of the story arc is going to go back to Joshua again.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean it's a nice like wrench to kind of throw into things.
It definitely is. It's fun. It's fun to see them. Who was your favorite Quinzel?
Out of the family?
Sure. Sharon or Nick?
Sharon.
I
thought she was
character?
funnier. I mean, the whole Irishman thing or whatever.
Sharon was fun, but
back.
I like Nick just being such a degenerate, just a total. And then, of course, Sharon stood up for, you don't want to kill your father. And Harley says, I'm nothing like you.
But I feel like Nick is kind of like just a modern Joker. Like, he's just a normie Joker. You know what I mean?
He's just like and that's how Joker is the extreme Nick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's very similar.
And like I like Joker already, so I was like, Nick's okay. Sharon's kind of a
Nick's
different character.
Nick's actually a piece of S. Like at least with the Joker, he's the Joker.
There's reasoning, right?
Yeah, there's something. Well, let's play our special segment. How Harley are you? What part of this episode was Harley enough for you to be you?
Probably the family dynamic. I love my family way more, of course, and they don't want to kill me.
Your family hates you right now.
No, they do not.
If you watch this episode and you're watching Chauncey compare her family to this episode, you're like, what is wrong with your family? I'm talking
about more so like, you go away for a bit, you come back, and like your family checks in, and your dad has ways about him that you still like. You want best for your parents, and y'all butt heads.
No, I don't.
All right, well that was how Harley are you, but less extreme. And I love my daddy and my mama.
Okay, good. That's how.
And my brother. My brother's not in an urn.
My how Harley are you moment is gonna be Joker and.
So that means Nick.
No, not Nick. Just the joke. I push Harley out, and I'm like just simmering in the fact that I push Harley out.
All right, fine.
I'm like, yo, you won't be more comfortable in your own bed. Just
all right.
Kicked her out. No, my family moment is going to be I like the teacher and his reasoning. Like he justified his.
He was fun.
It was good. It was good to watch that happen.
And we saw Scarecrow.
We did see Scarecrow, and that makes me question if that's Legion of Dooming.
Yeah.
Or if Scarecrow's doing it on his own.
Exactly, but for what reason? I think that's what's throwing me off.
Yeah, Scarecrow seems to be the mastermind.
It was so random.
Well, behind Ivy's kidnapping, Scarecrow they're harvesting Ivy for something. So if someone's gonna have a poison, it's gonna be Scarecrow.
That would make sense because he does bring things to life with his gases.
Exactly, with his gas, little fear gas,
his various gases.
Exactly. So if someone's gonna do it, and I wonder what they're harvesting Ivy for.
Exactly, and why this? Why now? I think that's my question. Did they just now remember who she was and that they could have this plan?
I mean, we saw last episode Joker's plans weren't fleshed out, but this one seems to be very fleshed out.
Exactly. It goes deep, I think.
Yeah, so we'll see who's actually behind it because clearly it's not Scarecrow. Scarecrow is more of a person you put in action. It's not management. That's not upper management. That's like mid-management.
Yeah. Even though no one trusts Bane with anything.
Except for the accounting. For some
Which
reason.
he does very
He
well.
does very well, yeah. So this is the reckoning. I'm reckoning.
Caffeine is my reckoning.
Yeah,
That was his
caffeine is
mug.
my reckoning in the mug. So we got a lot of tidbits. And it was great to see the Quinzels and find them. Where can people find you if you want to be found?
You can find me on Rotten Tomatoes, as I am a Rotten Tomatoes film and TV critic.
And of course, you can find me at I Am Tehran all across the board. That's IAMTEHRAN. Find me hosting and paneling on a slew of other AfterBuzz after shows because all of your favorite TV shows are my favorite TV shows too. We would love to have done predictions, but let's be honest. This show is unpredictable simply because of the way it's formatted.
Yes.
There is no way you can tell what's going to happen next. The only thing is the byline, which we all know. So we'll find out together as we get more DC's Harley Quinn. Next episode, I can't wait.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.